Welcome to History Recap, where we delve into the past to uncover the pivotal events that shaped our world. Today, we're embarking on an epic journey through time, exploring 5 monumental battles that significantly altered the course of history. We'll traverse the ancient landscapes of Muye, Marathon, Thermopylae, Gaugamela, and Zama. Each battle a unique story of strategy, heroism, and pivotal change. So buckle up as we journey back in time, starting with the Battle of Muye. As the sun pierces through the misty morning in ancient China, the year is 1046 BC. Majestic mountains loom over sprawling rice fields, whilst the mighty Yellow River whispers tales of old. Amidst the serene grandeur of this landscape, a storm was brewing. A storm of rebellion, of retribution, of revolution. This was the setting for the Battle of Muye. The Shang Dynasty, led by the decadent King Zhou, was a symbol of wealth and excess. But the golden veneer hid a rotten core, a regime of tyranny and cruelty. This ignited a seething resentment amongst the people, providing the perfect tinder for an uprising. The Zhou tribe, under the formidable leadership of King Wu, was that spark. The tribe was a rising power, driven by an insatiable hunger for justice and change. As the two forces met, the battle was fierce, with courage and tenacity on both sides. A turning point came when the Shang Dynasty, despite its superior numbers, found itself losing support. In a dramatic development, many of its own soldiers defected to the Zhou side, directly influencing the battle's outcome to favor the Zhou tribe. It was not merely a military triumph, it was a revolution. The oppressive rule of the Shang Dynasty was overthrown, signaling the conclusion of an era. But this was not the end. Indeed, it was the inception of another epoch, the era of the Zhou Dynasty. The Battle of Muye was a beacon of hope, representing resistance against tyranny and underlining the power of the people. It marked the dawn of a new era in China, paving the way for the rise of the Zhou Dynasty. Next, we travel to Greece in 490 BC for the Battle of Marathon. This momentous clash between the Greeks and the Persians is a testament to the power of strategy and determination against overwhelming odds. The historical backdrop is crucial here. The Persians, a formidable force, had set their sights on the city-states of Greece. Their motive? Revenge for the Greeks' support of the Ionian cities in their revolt against Persian rule. The stage was set for a showdown, and the plains of Marathon would serve as the battlefield. The Persians arrived on the shores of Marathon with a force that was said to be as vast as the sea they sailed on. Hope seemed lost for the Greeks, but under the joint command of 10 Athenian generals, they decided to meet the Persians head-on. The Greeks, outnumbered almost 5-1, made a daring move. They charged. It was a high-risk strategy, but it paid off. The Persian wings crumbled under the ferocity of the Greek assault, and their center, now isolated, was soon overrun. The Persians had not expected such audacity, and they were thrown into disarray. This unexpected victory was a game-changer. It showed the Greeks and the world that the Persians could be defeated. It was a massive boost to Greek morale, and it had a profound impact on the subsequent course of the Persian Wars. The Greeks went on to repel the Persian invasion, preserving their city-states' independence and paving the way for the Golden Age of Athens. But the Battle of Marathon was more than just a military victory. It was a beacon of hope for the Greeks and a symbol of their resolve. It became a legend, an epic tale of courage and cunning, of the underdog standing tall against a mightier foe. It was a testament to the power of unity, strategy, and the indomitable human spirit. The Battle of Marathon was more than a military victory. It was a beacon of hope for the Greeks and a symbol of their resolve. Our journey continues in Greece, this time at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BC. Set against the backdrop of the Second Persian invasion of Greece, this battle is truly one for the history books. The Greeks, led by King Leonidas I of Sparta, chose to make their stand at the narrow coastal passage of Thermopylae, the Hot Gates, where their smaller numbers could hold off the massive Persian army. The Greeks were vastly outnumbered, with a mere 7,000 soldiers against a Persian force that some estimates put in the hundreds of thousands. Yet they fought with a tenacity that would echo through the ages. For 3 days, the Greeks held their ground, repelling wave after wave of Persian soldiers. Their secret? Superior tactics and the advantageous terrain of Thermopylae. King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans became symbols of courage and sacrifice, fighting to the last man on the final day of battle. Despite their valiant efforts, a local resident named Ephialtes betrayed the Greeks, revealing a mountain path that led behind Greek lines to the Persians. This led to the encirclement of the Greeks and ultimately their defeat. However, their heroic stand at Thermopylae served a greater purpose. It delayed the Persian advance, buying crucial time for the Greek city-states to prepare for the Persian onslaught. This battle resonates far beyond its historical significance. It's been immortalized in art, literature, and film, with the movie 300 bringing the story of Leonidas and his Spartans to the silver screen. The Battle of Thermopylae has become a symbol of courage against overwhelming odds, a lesson in the strategic importance of terrain, and a reminder of the potentially high cost of treachery. The Battle of Thermopylae, though a loss for the Greeks, became a timeless testament to their courage and tactical prowess. The Greeks may have lost the battle, but their spirit, their courage, and the tactical lessons gleaned from Thermopylae continue to inspire and guide us even today. We now move to the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BC. The stage was set for a clash of titans, with the Macedonian conqueror Alexander the Great pitted against the Persian Achaemenid Empire, led by King Darius III. This battle, fought on the sweeping plains of Mesopotamia, was a turning point in the annals of history. Alexander, a brilliant strategist and fearless warrior, was up against a force much larger than his own. He was outnumbered, but he was far from outmatched. With his keen eye for terrain and his unwavering belief in his troops, Alexander devised a battle plan that would turn the tide in his favor. The battle commenced with the Persians launching an attack on Alexander's phalanx. But Alexander, in a move of strategic brilliance, had predicted this. He held his line, allowing the Persian forces to exhaust themselves against his tightly knit infantry. When the moment was ripe, Alexander led his companion cavalry in a decisive charge. This charge, a moment etched in time, was a crushing blow to the Persians. Darius, witnessing the tide of the battle turn, chose to flee, leaving his army in disarray. The Macedonians, seizing the moment, pressed their advantage, routing the Persian forces and securing a decisive victory. The Battle of Gaugamela was more than just a military victory. It was the death knell for the Persian Achaemenid Empire, marking the end of its glorious reign. It was also the crowning moment for Alexander, solidifying his place in history as one of the greatest military leaders of all time. From the ashes of the fallen Persian Empire rose Alexander's vast empire, stretching from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. This monumental shift in power reshaped the world in ways that are still felt today. The Battle of Gaugamela marked the end of an empire and the rise of one of history's greatest military leaders, Alexander the Great. Our final stop is the Battle of Zama in 202 BC. The stage was set in North Africa, with two powerful entities, the Romans and Carthaginians, locked in a fierce struggle for supremacy. The Roman troops, led by Scipio Africanus, were up against the formidable Carthaginian general Hannibal, a man known for his tactical brilliance. The Romans, however, had a trick up their sleeve. Implementing a strategy of deception and clever tactics, they managed to disrupt the Carthaginian war elephants, causing chaos in Hannibal's lines. This allowed the Roman infantry to penetrate the Carthaginian defenses and turn the tide of the battle in their favor. The Battle of Zama wasn't just another clash of swords and shields. It marked a decisive defeat for Hannibal and the Carthaginians, and a significant victory for the Romans. This triumph set the stage for Rome's rise to power, ushering in a new era of Roman dominance in the Mediterranean. The Battle of Zama was a turning point in history, marking the beginning of Roman dominance in the Mediterranean. These battles were more than just clashes of armies. They were pivotal moments that shaped history. From the Zhou tribe's victory in the Battle of Muye, to the Greeks' tactical brilliance in Thermopylae and Marathon, to the decisive wins of Alexander the Great at Gaugamela and Roman troops at Zama. Each confrontation had far-reaching consequences. They changed the course of civilizations, shaped cultures, and left indelible marks on our shared past. Here at History Recap, we're committed to bringing you such insightful glimpses into history. This is History Recap. For more deep dives into our past, don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos. Until next time, keep exploring history.